Good afternoon. Let me send a text to Chris really quick. All right. Hopefully, hopefully that will tone that extra noise down just a little bit. But welcome, whether you are watching from Facebook or YouTube. That helped a little bit. Thank you. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get into my comments here. Hello, Pat. Yeah, the laundry noises were just a little excessive today. So, Chris closed the door for me. So, if you heard like the beginning when I started the live, I was like, that is way too loud today. So, I texted him really, really quick in order to please close the laundry room door, because there's a hallway down here and that sound just kind of carries over into the craft area. So hello, Donna. So let's go. Hello, Pat. Hello, Donna. Jackie. Thank you for sharing, ladies. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Bonnie. Hello, Beverly. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, Roberta. And hello, Susan. Well, welcome. Welcome, everyone, to Barbara's Stamp Pad on a sunny Sunday afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. Say that 5 times. I got a special treat for you ladies today, or gentlemen, whoever's watching. Like I said, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, I want to welcome you. And if you're watching from YouTube, in your bottom right hand corner there is a kitty holding a red subscribe button. If you'll just hover over that, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your bell notifications. That way you know when I upload a video or I go live. And then also, if you're on Facebook, you can always, if you're not already following the page, you can follow the page and adjust your settings there so that you know when I go live or I post or I upload a video or so forth and so forth. So, but I want to welcome you all. I was having to clear my throat really bad before I started, so hopefully I got it all out. So, hello, Corin. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so everybody knows the whole share thing, right? So if you're new and you're watching, when you share my videos and you come back in the comments and you type shared, that gets you an extra entry into the weekly drawing. So it also helps spread the word so that more people can watch the videos and learn about our Stampin' Up! Products and what they can do for you. So, and even if you don't use Stampin' Up! Products, because I know there's other products out there, we're here to give you some inspiration and share with you what you can do and give you some ideas. And today, I have decided to do a little gift decor project using the online exclusive, the Hello Irresistible Suite, which has the pretty designer series paper and the Irresistible Blooms bundle and everything. So we're going to be doing a really pretty gift project with that. And so, but before we get started, let's go ahead and get a drawing out of the way. So let me share my screen. And hopefully my voice won't become froggy in the meantime. So last week, I'm going to shuffle these while I'm chit-chatting here. Last week, if you liked, commented, or shared my video, your name is on here. From the original video, from the second post that I made, and then also from the YouTube screen as well. So there was a couple of people from YouTube that had done some comments, and we're going to be giving away the cards that I made last weekend, which, if you remember, it's also the featured bundle of the month is the Hello Irresistible, the Irresistible Blooms bundle. And I have loose cats running around in here, and Whitney has make sure this is shown right. But here are the cards. If you missed last week's, these are actually the online ordering special and the monthly class kit that you can get for the second half of the month. And I'll show you a better picture of those when I get these. Let me shuffle some more. When I get this camera turned down. All right, and good luck to everyone. Let me make sure I have a pen so I can write down our winner. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? All right. Lettering Vibes and Hippie Dies. So that sounds like I'm writing this name down. That sounds like a business page here on Facebook. So, congratulations, Lettering Vibes and Hippie Dies. That's kind of a catchy little name there. So I have no idea what you do, but I am just gonna totally go check out your page, and anybody else that might be interested, go check that out. I have no idea what that is, but congratulations, you won the card. You have not been a winner before, so I will definitely reach out to you and stop sharing there. I would definitely reach out to you and try to get your mailing address so I can send your cards to you. So you are fine, Stella. Hello, Darcy. Thank you for sharing, Darcy. Yes, congratulations. Lettering Vibes and Hippie Dies. It's kind of a catchy tune. Now I'm curious. All right, let me throw this banner up across the bottom of the screen. So as I said a while ago, the cards that were chosen for the prize that we just drew for is the special for the second half of the month. So basically from March 15th all the way through March 31st, when you order $35 or more, you're going to get a class kit in order to make these 3 cards, which I know that might be kind of bright. It looks kind of bright. There we go. We'll bring it back a little bit. So there's the first card. You're going to get enough supplies to make 2 of each of these cards, and the designer series paper is very light, so I think I'll just wait. This one's probably the darkest one till I get my camera pointed down. But I need to move what I've got right here so y'all don't see what we're going to be making today too soon. Also, don't forget when you share the video, let me get back to my comments. All of the shares will be entered, so we still have, this is the last video for March, so next week I'll be doing the drawing, but when you share my videos for the month of March, the prize that I'll be giving away will be the photopolymer classic letter set. So everybody that shares any of my videos in the month of March will be entered into a special drawing that I'll do next week. And you will get the classic letters photopolymer stamp set, and these are really large letters, by the way, if you haven't seen them. They're basically an inch by inch, so they're pretty large letters. It's a good, nice set, and it also includes numbers as well. So, so share away. We'll do a drawing next week, and let me put this away. And let me go ahead and flip the camera so we can get started, because I think you ladies are going to like, and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I always say ladies, but because it's the majority. And I say that it's just because it's the majority of the, it's the majority of who watches these. All right. By the way, here are the cards. And let me make sure I'm dealing with light issues again. Okay, it was turned off. I want to make sure. So there's the there's a close-up of the card number 1, and then card number 2, and then that was the 3rd card. So this basically is the class kit that you can get for the second half of the month, and you get enough supplies to make 2 of each, and everything that I can do for you will be done for you. But if there's any die cutting or stamping that needs to be done that's with the bundle, you're going to need the bundle in order to complete the projects as designed. And if you have not yet seen the bundle, it's the Irresistible Blooms stamp set. Pretty fonts, and it also has coordinating dies. And I left the paper over on the other table, and it's all like in a huge stack, and so I think I've kind of messed it up, but you'll be able to get an idea of the paper once I get started. And then you also have the loose frosted dots, which are currently, I think they're still on back order right now, the loose frosted dots. And also the dies, the bloom dies with this is also unavailable right now. And I didn't check the dates, but yeah. It's been a very popular, let me move some of these little things. It's been a very popular online exclusive. So, take that off there. Get another sip of drink here. I totally agree, Darcy. Y'all, it is already the end of March, and just in a few days, in less than a week, it's going to be April the 1st. April the 1st. Thank you, Corin. All right, so let me see if I can do something. There's some kind of adjustment. Is it that one? There was some kind of adjustment that was making my hands and things look really, really awkward. Let me pull this back out so I can get an idea. I'm just doing something real quick while I adjust the setting on the camera. Turn that down a little bit. I'm trying to work with the light because what we're going to be doing today, I don't want it to be too bright because the colors in the designer series paper are very light colors. So let me straighten that out. All right. All right, we have cats chasing each other, you guys. So if y'all hear jingles, it's my cats chasing each other. And hopefully they won't get into a fight. And if they do, y'all are totally going to hear it. So, all right. So I wanted to do something with the Hello Irresistible Bloom Suite. And let me move this because I can put that over here. So I have some more room to work with. Hopefully that's not, y'all can see that pretty good. But this actually is a 9x9 frame. I didn't have any 8x8s when I sat down to design it, and so this is a 9x9, and I'm actually loving it. 8x8 would have been perfect, so I had to spread things out a little bit. But this is a home decor project that we're going to be making today, and don't forget, this is going to be the prize for next week. Now, I can't include the frame just because I don't like mailing things that are breakable. So if you win this next week, what I'm going to make, you will have to purchase a 9x9 frame. It's a shadow box frame, so you can kind of see there's a little dimension to it. So I wasn't too concerned about, adding dimension to this, but it's kind of it's deeper than normal, but it's basically a shadow box gift. And the cats are driving each other nuts. Oh, goodness. Okay, but anyway, I designed it to be just something that you can gift to someone, and you can put a picture in it. You can, I left the little banner die cut open, kind of blank, just so that you can get an idea of, maybe you want to put somebody's name on there, or the date of, you know, whatever the picture is, or the location or something. You could do that. So this is what we're going to be making today. And let's go ahead and let me put this right here so I can try to not forget any steps. And I have all my pieces ready to go over here. And I'm sorry, I just cannot clear my throat. I'm going to try again. Let's see if I can. I'm going to mute myself here real quick. Hold on, ladies. All right, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Oh, thank you, Stella. Thank you, Donna. Carol. Welcome, Carol. And thank you for sharing. All right, so what are we going to start out with? I'm going to try to... I haven't posted the supply list yet, but after the video, I'll make sure I go back into the event description and go update the supply list. So we are starting out with a piece of soft sea foam. So this is soft sea foam, and it is exactly a 9x9 piece. And then I have a strip of soft succulent. Now, what I did is... I went ahead and used an 8.5 by 11 piece. Now, even though this is 9 inches, I wanted to still use this piece of scrap. So I had to cut this down to 9, and we're gonna put this on with just some simple green glue, as people refer to it, but it's all-purpose glue, which comes in very, very handy. And we are going to put this probably about an inch from the left, and it's just going to go from top to bottom, just like that. Okay, and I didn't want to waste the other piece, and so what we're going to do with that one is we're going to put some glue on that one, and we're going to put that one down in the bottom right-hand corner, kind of flush with the bottom and flush with the right, just to give that a little decoration on that end. And that, I think that looks straight. Does that look straight? I hope it's straight, because I can't move it anymore. Okay, so now we've got those two pieces down. The next pieces we're going to put down are, we're going to be working with this particular piece of the Designer Series paper from the, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. The name of the paper. I should know. What is it called? Let me look real quick. Oh, it's not on there. Never mind. Anyway, we're using this piece right here. So let's get some adhesive on the back. What is it? It's going to drive me nuts now. Let me just get up and go look. Oh, let me get up and look. Hello Irresistible 6x6. So it is Hello Irresistible. Okay, to make sure. All right, let's put this on, and we're going to overlap this just a little bit on this piece of soft succulent that's die cut. Oh, by the way, it's die cut with the scalloped contours dies. Let me get a little closer here so I can see what I'm doing, because I'm looking at it sideways. With the scallop contours dies, there's a scalloped part, one of the dies, and so I use that. Now, if you're familiar with that die, you know that it's only 6 inches long, or about 6 inches long. I ran out. So what that means is I had to put it through my die cutting machine and overlap it in order to finish off the rest of the length of the paper. So, and that's real easy to do. I ran out of seal. So let me put this in. Oops. Let's put that in there. My hands are shaky again, so I can't get that in there. There we go. Okay. Now we can finish. So let's finish off the adhesive there. Now what we're going to do with this piece is we're going to butt this up along the bottom and kind of fill this in. So just line that up with the left side and line it up with the bottom. And it's going to overlap this little piece down here. Okay, so now we have this little L thing happening right there. And then now what we're going to do is we are going to build our little flower collection at the bottom, but there is, am I missing one? I'm not missing one, but let's go ahead and do the, we are going to, on the large soft succulent flower, what I did with that one is it was cardstock. Yeah, I wanted to make sure it was cardstock. Hold on. We are going to do some embossing, okay? So with that, we're going to use our Versamark, which is our sticky substance that helps keep, did I use, let me make sure I used, no, I used soft succulent, not soft seafoam. So I need this scrap piece of paper. Sorry, I thought I had the right pieces over here. Let me take this off. I don't need that. We're going to be stamping on soft succulent. And so let's ink up our large flower. Ink that up really, really well. Before I do that, let me use our little embossing buddy that comes from the embossing kit. And I'll show you guys the kit in a moment. So let's ink this up really, really good. And using that embossing buddy on there will help take the static off the paper so that when we go to apply this powder, it doesn't stick to places it's not supposed to stick. And this is mine from last night, and we're just going to sprinkle some of this powder over. You want to do it while the Versamark is wet. You can also use Versamark if you wanted to just do a watermark on something. You don't have to use it for embossing. And I'm just going to move it around a little bit on there so it gets all of where it's sticky, and then you can tap the excess off. And now we have a piece that's ready to be embossed. It's very important that at this point you don't touch it, because if you touch any of this, it's still loose powder on there. It will smear it and mess it up, and you pretty much have to start all over. Here is our tool, our heating tool, and I'm going to heat this up, and hopefully you guys will be able to see that as it heats up, the powder, the image gets brighter, and then it also gets shinier as well. So let me turn this on. You don't want to get it too close to the paper, but it does have to get to a point where you can start to see it. And then once you start to see it get glossy, you can move, there we go, you can start moving your heat tool around to heat up the rest of the image. And I have a cat right next to me looking like, what are you doing? Hopefully she won't jump up here. If y'all can see that getting brighter. There we go. Yeah, she just had to come check things out. She literally was about to jump up here. Now, as I get it a little closer, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's got a little bit of a shine to it, and now you can actually touch it, and nothing will happen to it. Okay? Now, what I need to do now is I'm going to bring out my little boho blue mini embossing machine, and we're going to die cut this super quick. Did I use the big one? Yeah, I wanted to make sure I used the big one. Okay, and then we're just going to put this over. We're going to line up our image, and it lines upside down. There we go. Going to line that up. Don't move. Don't move. Push that down. Run that through real quick. We can use that piece. That's the only piece that we're going to be embossing. I just wanted a small piece of this to be a little different than the rest of what we're doing here. So let me bring this down a little bit so you can see. All right, so now we're going to build up our little flower piece down here at the bottom, and I am just going to, y'all know I like to curl up and pinch my flowers just to give them a little extra dimension. And then we're going to break out some dimensionals and start putting this on there. Start building it. I want to put this one off to the side. Now what I will tell you what I did is I am using the light daffodil blending Stampin' Blend in order to give a little color to the center, and I'm going to do it on the other flowers as well. So that's very, very light. And then I have my other flowers as well. We're going to fluff those up a little bit. Same thing. I'm going to put this one kind of at this angle, going like that. You could also, if you wanted some really good dimension, you could also like stack the flowers on top of each other in order to give it a little bit more dimension. And then we're going to put that one right there and lightly color the middle. It's just an illusion. And then I have die cut the 3 leaves. There should be a third one here, just a small one, in soft succulent, and we're going to attach those in a few different spots. We're going to put one of them right there, and we're going to put the other 2 down at the bottom. If I can get it on there. Okay, I'll put that one on there. You can also use your fingers and just help curl those up a little bit. And then the other one will go at the bottom as well. Just kind of go in an opposite direction. Curl that up. And then I die cut out of the Designer Series paper one of these little babies. Thought they were cute, so let me put that on with a glue dot. And we're going to put that one kind of hanging out at this little corner, kind of peeking out right there. Then I also die cut each of these leaves So I'm not going to do any stamping. You can almost totally get away with doing this with nothing but designer series paper. And those of you that watch me often, y'all know I like to pinch my leaves as well, kind of curl them in a little bit to give them a little dimension. I don't like everything just flat, you know? And then this one we're going to put back behind here. So we have all these different colors that are coming out of this designer series paper and working with each other. And then this one, same thing. Let me curl those. And you can put these on with dimensionals as well. That'll just give them a little bit more dimension. I'll use another one here. And I think I got those backwards, but that's okay. It still looked good. On my other one, I had this one over here and that one over there. So kind of look at my sample to make sure that I put these back together the same way. And then also, I die cut one of these, which y'all know the die cut actually die cuts the paper, and then you can snip it off of the paper in order to get the this little piece here that we're working with. And I don't remember snipping the edges off. That's the only thing. When you snip it off the paper, you have to kind of trim around the edges where you snipped it off, or you get this kind of square look at the end. And it's not like really bad, but could use a little snipping here and there. Yeah. All right. So what I did is I actually, when I die cut this out and I snipped it off the paper, I snipped it in half because I'm going to be using part of it at the top and part of it at the bottom. Let me get these fuzzies off of there. Okay, so I'm going to flip this upside down. So we're going to start building. Why is this stuck? My glue is stuck in something here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're just going to put a little dab of glue. Oops, that's a lot of dab of glue on these little circular pieces just to help hold it down. And literally just a little dab will do. And then this piece we are going to put right here. Okay, push that down just a little bit, get that down. And then we're going to start working our way up. And in order to save time, I've already gone ahead and done these pieces. But this is the frayed ribbon, and I went ahead and frayed one edge more than the other. So if you don't know what our frayed ribbon is, basically at the end wherever you cut it, you can start to grab onto a side and it pulls, and as you're pulling it, it's fraying the end. Sometimes it's very, very smooth, and I've tried to pay attention to when I'm pulling it, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's very, very smooth, and sometimes it's like it catches the fray when it's pulling. And so I have yet, and that's why I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do this part, because this part gave me anxiety the last time because it wasn't working. It wasn't pulling smooth, and so I went ahead and cut a piece, and this is like about a 5 or 5.5 inch piece, and I frayed one edge a little bit because a little bit's going to be sticking out over here, but I frayed this more. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to simply put some, I got some seal adhesive on the back, there we go. And we're going to put this kind of right here just to help cover that. I think that's straight. That looks straight. I got it straight, and I have glue on my fingers. So that fray's going to kind of hang out at that end, and this one's going to hang out over there. This is a banner die cut from the Stylish Shape Dies, and I couldn't think of anything to put on here, but those of you that have lettering sets or just, you know, like writing on your pieces, you know that you can just put something on there. Or if there's a favorite sentiment you have from one of your favorite sets, you can also stamp it on there. You know, stamp, you know, the family name if you wanted to. Obviously, that's the largest banner on that one, and you can create your own banner if you wanted to put like the family name or something on it. You could totally do that. You might have to move it up a little bit if you really want to continue to use the frayed ribbon like that. Okay. This other piece is going to go up here at the top, and what I want to do first is I want to show you I went ahead and to save time I went ahead and did most of this, and I'm going to show you how I did the rest of it. And we're going to be using the Soft Succulent open weave ribbon, and let me get a good corner cut on here. And all I did, this also is a die from the Scalloped die set, and I literally just started, you know, those of you that sew, I know we've got a lot of sewers out there. I'm just threading it through the little scallop is all I did. So that's what took the most time on here. And so I'm just doing it the last bit of the way to show you how I did it. Okay, so it's just going over and under, that way, and I'm pulling it tight. I'm not using it to where you can actually see what the open weave ribbon looks like in between. And then I'm going to pull it tight in the end, and I'm going to push it through this last hole. That last hole, if I can get it through. There we go. I'm going to pull it tight, and let me get my right scissors. Snip that off, and I'm going to snip this off. And how I was holding it down was just simply with glue dots, just to help hold it down so it doesn't move. So let me overlap that piece, and let me pull that one tight and just overlap it right there. So what you see is just the edges have the ribbon in it. Okay, I wanted to put a little bit of extra touch on this particular piece here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put dimensionals on each corner. And I know I have something overlapping over here, so I'm going to try to put it. I'm going to put a couple of them on this end over here. Put one out there. And let me put one in the middle. Alright, let's bring this back. And we are going to put this up here. Okay, I'm going to put this kind of halfway on the designer series paper and half on the other part on the cardstock. I'm just going to put that down. Now this piece right here, you can put that down first, or you can put it down afterwards. If you know where you're going to position that particular die cut, then you can go ahead and put this down first and just cover it up. But sometimes I do things backwards. So I'm going to get some glue on these little dots back here to help hold it down. And just going to slide that right there. Go back under. There we go. Give it a little pressure so it sits down. Then on the other side, I am not looking at comments, by the way, but if you joined me after I got started, welcome. We got a couple of flowers we're going to put up here on the top right-hand corner. We are working with products from the online exclusive, the Hello Irresistible Suite Collection, the designer series paper, and the bundle, which the dies are currently unavailable. The loose frosted dots are also currently unavailable. I'm going to put that right there. But you can earn a kit with your online order of $35 or more. I think that banner is still going. Yep, it's still going across the bottom of the screen there. Okay, and let's do our little blends, little center pieces with the light daffodil Stampin' Blend, and do that. Give those centers a little bit of color there, so the bees know where to go and do their pollinating. All right, and we also have a couple of more of these die cut pieces and that last little bitty piece there. I tried to get different pieces of the designer series paper that brought out different colors, and I don't know about you, but I'm really satisfied with this particular piece here. All right, so this one we're going to put over here off to this side and have that one peek out of that corner, and then we're going to put this one on the bottom after we curl these leaves. And somebody's going to win this next week, so make sure you like, comment, and share, especially after the video. If you enjoyed today's video, your like is very much appreciated. We're going to squeeze this one up under here. Give that a little pressure. And then this little bitty one, I'm gonna curl her too. She's got to get curled too. I'll do at least 2 of them if I can. There we go. Let me get a glue dot on that one. And this one is going to peek out alongside that green one right there. Let me make sure there's enough under there. That one's moving too much. Let me just use a large dimensional to help hold that down. There we go. There we go. Now we're not moving too much. All right. Now we got some loose frosted dots that we are going to put on, and I decided to stick with the Daffodil Delight ones. But if you're reproducing this one, you can also use this pinkish color, and I don't remember if it's polished pink or if it's petal pink or what this color is. So, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put I'm gonna put a little dab of glue on some of these exposed dots. Thought I had more than one. Let's just go ahead and do a small one instead of a big one. Okay. And then we can search for the right dots that we need here. Let me see which one comes up first that I can pull. We'll use a big one. We'll put a big one there. I'm kind of liking how these dots fit really, really well on those circles. And let's put another big one up here. Give that a little pressure, and I'm going to find a small one to put there. Did I get one? I got 2. Small one. The pink ones keep popping up on here. Okay, that's small enough. I was looking for a really small one, but that's okay. I'll get some right there. And then we're going to do the same thing down on this bottom one so we can help balance out what we got going on down here. And I'll put one right there too. Of course, if you don't have any of the loose frosted dots, I believe that any of our accessories will go perfect with this, whether it's a rhinestone jewel or maybe a pearl, a basic pearl. The pearls I think would look really, really pretty on this, just because it's that pearlized look, you know. And then let's put a big one right there. Give that a little pressure. And then I decided at the last minute, just because we have dragonfly trinkets that are available in our annual catalog, and I wanted to put a dragonfly trinket on there. And so we're just going to put that on. We're going to put a dragonfly on here with a glue dot, and I had put the dragonfly on my sample where I put it because I accidentally got some ink on it, and so it kind of covered up the ink, and I'll show you guys. I got one thing to do left. That dragonfly, there's a little bit of ink on the corner of that die cut because I did the splotching afterwards when I should have done it before, and I'm gonna have to do it again here because I forgot. But where can I put the dragonfly? Where can I put the dragonfly? Because I don't have any boo-boos to cover up. I only did it to cover up that boo-boo, so it kind of, let me just go ahead and put the dragonfly right here. I don't know, it's kind of awkward. I need to put him somewhere where it looks like he's supposed to be. So, but we're just go ahead and leave him right there just for decoration. Now what the piece I forgot to do in the beginning, which is okay, you can still do it afterwards, but it makes it look a little less planned, I guess you can say. I forgot to do my splotching, and so I'm going to put a little piece of paper back behind here because I've got the little splotch image, and in soft succulent I'm just going to stamp on and then stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp the stamped off portion on my piece of cardstock, so it just kind of puts something right there. Okay, now where I forgot to do it, I'm just going to I'm going to have to wing it here. I'll have to go back and add some in kind of randomly here and there, but not make it so obvious that I forgot to do it in the beginning. And then I want to put a little bit right here at the corner, right there. And that's it. I don't want to overdo it because you can overdo it on the splotching. And this looks very that looks very random. You want it to look random, basically. So if you do some splotching on it before, then it kind of covers up in places where it needs to be covered up. Now the last part that I'm doing is, you got it, we're going to put some Wink of Stella on. So I'm breaking out the Wink of Stella, and all Wink of Stella is glitter in a brush. And is this the one that has any in it? Nope, that's the one that's empty. I need to throw that one away. This one should be the one that has stuff in it. There we go. And I'm just putting it on the flowers to give them a little, looks like this one's going out too. Oh, I just put a big splotch. I don't know if y'all saw that. Okay, we're gonna have to put something there to cover that up because it's gonna dry like it's wet. And I just touched it and smeared it. But basically, our Wink of Stella is glitter in a brush, and I'll show you guys because I know you probably can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm looking at this at an angle, and so I can see the glitter on the flowers. Let's see, I can put another dragonfly on that little area because that's going to stain like it's wet. And I don't know why it came out that way. Probably my shaking, but I'm going to put some Wink of Stella up here as well. I think these are starting to go out. I mean, I can see it on my end. I know y'all can't see it on your end, but we're gonna still go for it. I'm gonna try to use up what I got in here. Oh, that is a lot. Oh my goodness, did y'all see that? Whoa. That was a lot that came out. Let me blotch that off. That's gonna be super shiny, which is okay. I just wasn't expecting that much to come out. Let me see if I can get some of that excess over here. I'm not even pressing it anymore now. I think I broke it. Let me put some on this one. But it's an easy way if you like to put glitter and bling on your things to really, I'm going to put it on the little ones too. That was a lot that came out. Whoa, that is super shiny. Too much can be too much, but oh my goodness, that was a lot. All right, let's get another dragonfly trinket on this end over here. Cover that up. I love how our accessories cover up our boo-boos. All right, so let's put him right there, like he's about to go towards that flower. That'll cover that up, right? Let's throw that away. That's empty. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Make sure I got, let me look at my picture and make sure I got everything. I got my accessories on there. We put some Winka Stella on the flowers. Let me bring this up a little bit closer so you can see. Do you see the shininess on the flower as it goes in the light? And then down here, same thing, you can see the shine. Not only can you see the shine, the Winka Stella is still dry on these flowers, by the way. But on the embossing that we did on this piece of cardstock with the white embossing powder, and then you just kind of see it up close of all of the dies and everything kind of put together, and it looks like, what is that? It looks like some Winka Stella got on there, and it's drying. Okay, well what I'll do is on this one, since I'm giving this one away, I'm gonna replace this piece so it'll be a clean banner piece. I guess when I was shaking the Winka Stella, a little dot of it came out, so I'm gonna replace that little piece so whoever wins this gets a really clean piece. But if you missed at the beginning, this is what it looks like when it is in a 9x9 frame. This was a 9x9 piece of, bring this up a little bit, 9x9 piece shadow box frame, okay? So this is the one that I did. This was my sample already in the frame, and then this is the one that, that we just did. Pretty, huh? Pretty. So this just shows you, you know, not only can you make really, really pretty cards with this particular suite of products, but you can also make a super cute 9x9. You can also make 8x8. You just have to shrink things down just a little bit. But you can, this is a 9x9 size. But you can make really great gifts in order to give somebody. You can also, you know, magnify this and make it into a full scrapbook page as well if you wanted to do that. But anyway, there you go. This is the Hello Irresistible Suite of products, and everything will be, I need to post the supply list after this video is over, and so you can make sure you can go check that out. That way you can get the right item numbers if you want to order any of these products. And then just remember, your order of $35 or more, you're going to get a kit in order to make the cards for the second half of the month, which are these 3 cards. And you get enough supplies to make 2 of each of the cards. And I don't do any of the stamping, and so you will need the Simply Irresistible bundle or the Irresistible Bloom. That's what it is. It drives me nuts when all the names are different for everything. The Irresistible Blooms bundle, but the dies are currently out of stock, and so I can't remember what the date was of when they were coming back. But you get that class for free, and if your order is $50 or more, I actually found an extra pack. You're going to get a full package of the loose frosted dots, and that's for the first two, and then after that I'll give a different coordinating accessory with that, but you'll get all the paper you need and everything. So just pointing that out. And then let me catch up here. Thank you, Carol. Donna loves how it turned out. Yeah, Stella loves dragonflies. Yeah, I wanted to put an extra little touch on there. The dragonflies aren't part of the suite collection. Mary Ellen loves dragonflies. Yes. Thank you, Darcy. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Beverly. Also, thank you, Beverly, for being a mod. Those of you that might be watching on YouTube, Beverly has a little, probably blue wrench by her name. And she's a moderator, so when I'm paying attention and doing my demonstrations, if anybody has any questions, you can always ask. And Beverly and Shannon, I don't know if Shannon's on here today, but they're both my mods, and they help take care of the chat. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Corin. Thank you. All right, that is it for today. So thank you all for joining me. I was trying to stay below an hour today, so I didn't do my normal, but I have a couple of minutes. Let me clear my throat here. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I didn't want y'all guys to hear that. Woo. But anyway, I have a couple of minutes left, so let me just kind of go back to the beginning. And I just want to wish everybody a happy birthday. If your birthday was in the month of March, happy birthday. And if you're on my mailing list and I have 3 of them that I have to mail out right now. But 3 people have claimed their birthday prize from me. So if you're not already on my email list, you can go join, and you'll also get a free tutorial when you join. And as long as you put your birth date in there, then whenever it's your birthday, you'll get an email from me about 5 days before your birth date, and then there's a link in there if you want to claim your free birthday gifts from me. And then don't forget, our paper pumpkin deadline is March the 10th for our next kit, and there will be a free box organizer that's included. And then also, let me throw this up here real quick. We have a new color refresh coming. So coming March 29th. In 3 days, demonstrators will be able to see the new annual catalog available online. So we'll get a sneak peek of what's to come. And that's pretty exciting. So this picture's in black and white, and it's in black and white just so we can't see new colors. So, but don't forget, we have our in colors that will be retiring as well. The evening soft succulent, evening evergreen, polished pink, and fresh freesia. And yeah, so then we have 5 new colors coming, plus we have a couple of other colors returning, and so we don't know which ones are leaving. So you want to stay tuned to what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World. So make sure you join me next week. I'll be doing the drawing for the share prize for March. And then also it'll be a completely new set of cards for the kit, the class kit for the first half of the month of April. So make sure you come back next week and join me. And thank you very much for spending a little bit of your Sunday afternoon with me. Hope your weather is great wherever you are. Make sure you go check on your elderly neighbors. Go have a cup of coffee with them. Make sure they're doing okay. And most of all, have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.